Okay, let's try that again. Those of you who were with me a few minutes ago saw, as I did when I viewed it, that I filmed it sideways. I love the change in technology. Hold your camera sideways when you're taking a picture, but hold it upright when you're doing a live video. Thanks for your patience. Here we go again. I'm coming in the front door. It is a cold day here in Wisconsin, so I thought for those of you who are home in your sewing rooms with Facebook on your computers, I'd take a quick tour around the store, show you some of the things that are new, and give you a chance to enjoy a visit to a quilt shop while you're at home sewing. Hopefully this is smooth enough that I'm not making you motion sick. This blue and white quilt is one of our 5-yard quilts made with an embroidered panel, or I should say a printed panel that looks like embroidery. Real fun, quick quilt that looks like you did a lot of work. As we move along here, we move into our batik area. New sample down here, one of our runners, not batik, but it sure is pretty. And along here, more batiks. As I move to the other side of the room, we have a new series of 5-yard quilts. The quilts along this side wall, as well as the blue and white one you just saw, are all 5-yard quilts. And when I say that, I mean they take 1 yard each of 5 different fabrics. As I walk further in the store, we've got some kits on those 5-yard quilts, and then just some new fabrics that are lovely. The runner that you see here is from our Harlequin pattern. Those of you who were at our Santa's workshop have the pattern for the quilt. The runner is just 4 blocks of that. And on the end here, we have a quilt made from the same fabric. That is from our Crossroads pattern. Then we move down to our blender area. I'll talk about those in just a second. The other side here, we've got some fun coffee fabric. And the coffee quilt on the back wall is one called Plaid, again from that 5-yard quilt series, as well as this red, black, and gray with a floral leaf border is a 5-yard quilt as well. Here we are back at the blender wall. When we say blender, we mean coordinating fabrics that work with all different lines. They have all different patterns on them, and you'll see they're arranged by type of fabric and rainbow color order within the type of fabric. And that wall continues down towards the end, and back in the corner we've got some embroidery and thread areas. This little table has some fun 2.5-inch strip patterns, and as we come back further in the store, you'll see our sewing area, sewing machine area. These are the larger machines. We carry Brother brand. Kathy's working on an embroidery. Brittany's making a new little baby quilt. Guess what she picked? It's pink. We don't know if it's going to be a girl yet, but she's thinking it might be. And Kathy's working on our Hoop Sisters Fleur de Lis pattern. Here's a little close-up of the colors that we're doing. Should be really pretty. And over here, little project that I'm working on. This is the start of a sample for our April demo, which is going to be on creative uses of decorative stitching. I forgot to mention when I was back by the 5-yard quilts, that's going to be our demo in February. We're going to be talking about cutting, piecing, improving your quilting skills, and those 5-yard quilt patterns. Our March demo Cheryl's going to be doing, and that is going to be on what's cooking, different kitchen projects. Back here we've got a new runner that we're working on. We'll be quilting it with our embroidery machine this afternoon, and Kay is working on a binding for a new runner sample as well. Back in the corner, the brown and black quilt is a quilt as you go project. We had a retreat on that last month. This month's retreat is going to be on ad-lib quilting, making your own quilt without a pattern. The gold, blue, and green quilt that I'm looking at right now is another of our 5-yard quilts. And the next one here is one of our designs called Cattin' Around that uses the extra large cat's cradle ruler. And then back by the cutting table here, we have Cuddle by the Bolt. The difference between Cuddle and Minky, if you don't know, Cuddle is a 2-way stretch, Minky is a 4-way stretch, so Cuddle's a little easier to sew. As I go up into our middle room here, we've got our samples of our mid-range Brother sewing machines and a sale area here in the middle. And along the outer walls, we have our batting area. We carry Quilter's Dream in all different styles. We love Quilter's Dream. It comes out of the bag perfectly flat. A lovely product, excuse me. And then over here, we have our little sample wall. All of these squares are quilted using different batting. All Quilter's Dream, but different types. Wool, bamboo, cotton blend. So it gives you a chance to see what your project will feel like when it's quilted. As I move into our middle room, this side we've got our rulers. Down the stairs you'll see that 5-yard quilt where we came from. And then on this side we've got a variety of different projects using rulers and templates. In this corner is our kitchen area, as well as some fun sewing and knitting fabrics. On this side of the doorway is our, I'm drawing a blank, sorry, sports and hunting nature type fabrics, some really cute camping fabrics, a little bit of Christmas, and then we've got black, white, gray creams and a color wall here, and then we move into our darker Kansas Trouble type fabrics and vintage fabrics. And our block of the month quilt is actually on the bed. That's one that Cheryl designed. And some other projects using strips and layer cakes. Layer cakes being 10-inch squares. And as I move around here, I'm coming down the steps into our front room. Pardon me if I wobble a little bit. And this is what we call the kids' room. Cute little bed here with a doll in her sleeping bag. Some sweet panels, and then across here a color wall of mostly bright fabrics. And that is this area. And as I come around, we move into the corner. These are all panels. The ones here in the corner on the bookshelf are all soft books. Great gifts for baby showers and new moms. Brittany just picked a new favorite this morning. This rack is pre-cut cuddle pieces. They make great little quilts, little drag-alongs for small kids. And then we've got some Mickey Mouse that goes with our Disney embroidery machines, as well as some other fun characters for kids. Here we've got a sweet little Hello Baby panel and a crib full of baby flannels, and some other lines here, giraffes and some plaids and flowers. Along this wall we have just a variety of lines, including the Hello, I Love You to the Moon panel, a cute little dog panel that we just got in, and a number of other things. And then this corner is all solids, and that's the stairwell going back up into the room I just came out of. And as I back out of this room, you'll see kind of the perspective and size of the room and the projects we've got going. As I'm turning around here, a lot of sun there coming in the front window. Even though it's cold, it's beautifully sunny. The bed here we have filled with contemporary fabrics, some real nice geometric designs in a variety of colors. Over here we have some lovely religious fabric, a Lord's Prayer panel, and a couple other panels that have some very nice sayings on them. And then this is our little line of lake fabric. There's a panel that's printed to get 4 placemats and a line of coordinating fabric. And as I come around the corner here, you'll see I'm back to where I started. A butterfly panel, fireplace behind me, and back into the entry of the store. Hope you enjoyed your visit on this cold day. If you don't get a chance to get out to a shop, at least you got a quick tour today. This is our first, actually I should say second. I filmed one a few minutes ago, but I did it sideways. So this is our first real video. We'd appreciate your feedback. Hope you enjoyed your visit. Thanks for paying attention to us.